Are you willing to remember? Can you come to the place of desperation? See, Tamar had got so desperate that she was willing to do whatever it took to get what God had for her. She was promised, she was lied to, she was promised, and somebody pulled out on her. Her husband Earl was so wicked that God destroyed him from the face of the earth. His brother came along, his daddy said, give your sister-in-law a seed, your brother's seed. That brother was so selfish that he enjoyed the pleasures, but then he pulled out on her. He said, I ain't giving her my seed. I ain't giving her my brother's seed. Which he didn't realize that seed would have been his too. It was his. It wasn't from his brother, it was from him. But in his selfishness, he pulled out. And when he pulled out, God murdered him. And so then on top of that, he said she was promised to have his baby brother. But she was looking at that promise grow every day. Could you imagine looking at a promise that was promised to you every day? Waiting on it to become of age, to come to fruition, for you to receive it, or for it to come to maturity, for you to get it, to lay hands on it, and you looking at it and you know that was promised to you, but you know somehow that you ain't gonna receive it because he hadn't gave it to you yet. And so you take desperate measures to go after what was promised to you. So you dress yourself in prostitute clothes and you take off your widow clothes and you wait on the man, Judah, at the gate in the city that he went to sell and trade. And he said, can I come into you? She said, yeah. She made him give her stuff that he was able to exchange when he come back and say, okay, well, here go your cattle. Now give me my things I let you hold, my rod, my staff, my rock, whatever, you know. And so in the midst of all that, after she got it, she left. Then he sent somebody back with that cattle and said, well, that prostitute that was at the gate. They said, what prostitute? We don't have a prostitute in our town. And then they begin to ponder in their heart, they don't have a prostitute. Okay, but anyway, 3 months goes by. And then they come tell him, your widowed daughter-in-law, Tamar, she slept with somebody and she pregnant. Judah said, bring her to me. We're going to burn her. But when she got there and she brought forth those 3 things showing him, he said, who you slept with? And she showed him who she slept with. Everything that he said changed. He said, she more honest than me because I didn't do what I was supposed to do with her. So she went through desperate measures to do desperate things to get what was promised to her. But not only in the midst of all that, Tamar got double for her trouble. Not only did she conceive, but she bare 2 children. She had twins. And God saying, in the midst of this time and in the midst of this day, I'm going to give you double for your trouble. I see what you went through. I see that you persevered. I see that you were persecuted. I see that you was lied to. I see that you was talked about. But I'm going to give you double for your trouble. Tamar gave birth, and she gave birth to twins. She got double for her trouble. God said, are you desperate enough? If she wouldn't have went into the mode of desperation, she would have never obtained what God had for her. But she had to get in a place of desperation to receive what God had for her. God said, can you be desperate? Can you be desperate for what I have in store for you? Can you be desperate to go after it? Even though people going to come and people going to go and they're going to pull out on you and they're going to come into you and they're going to do all manner of things to you. But can you be desperate to keep on pushing? Could you be desperate to keep on cultivating what I've given you? Can you be desperate to keep on seeking me to obtain what I have for you? Can you be desperate to feed what I have given you, the word of God? Can you be desperate to seek ye first the kingdom of heaven and his righteousness, and everything else be added unto you? Can you be desperate to go in and tap into that treasure that I invested within you many years before the foundation of this world, when you were still yet in eternity, and I pushed you out into time. Can you be desperate? Hey, bababashi.